this is my first time actually being involved in R.I.S E. Like, I've seen so much about it. Yeah, I've seen so much about what it does for the community and how welcoming of a platform it is for everybody. And yeah, my name is Therese. I'm a singer-songwriter, and I do R&B and soul. And I'm a huge advocate of mental health, and making a welcoming space regardless of what race you are, you know, what your sexuality is, where you're from, you know. And I'm part of a collective called From the Ends based in Scarborough. And yeah, so that's what we stand for, you know. Everybody is welcome to come and connect through music, which I think is such a beautiful thing, especially now. So yeah, I'll be performing a couple songs, and I'm really excited. Wonderful. So this first one is called Sun. Hey, da, da, da. Ah, you walk so far, so fast. Ground shifts beneath your feet as you run. Did you make it to class? Before you took off to meet with the sun. So you say that you're busy, but to wait till you need me. But mama said, girl, don't you love too fast? And boy, if you make it last. Cause when you're falling deep in what you think is hard to find, it's not so much as losing yourself, but more like losing minds. I should have done better. I should have done better, known better right before I tried. He could have done better. He could have done better, move faster in my mind. But you say that you're busy, but to wait till I need it. By my side, girl, don't you live too fast. And by if you make it last, when you're falling deep in what you think is hard to find. It's not so much as losing yourself, but more like losing minds. Losing minds. Yeah, that's Sun.
I am Fadana Touissant. My cousin gave me the nickname Fefe when I was born. In the garden between a river and a rose, in a small village by a flower that grew into a big tree. Under the eyes of Venus and Jesus Christ, under a full moon, on the 111th day of the year. What I'm trying to say is, I was chosen since before I took a breath on this planet. I was always divine energy. I can see spirits. That's why I stare into space too long. My soul is caught in between, and I used to try yanking myself free until I realized I am a slow dance of celestial and earthly energy. The honey from my body is nourishment. That shit could make your beard grow. Sometimes I taste it on your tongue to remind myself of how sweet I am, of my powers. I am not a mere light being. I am light itself. I think I'm addicted to pain. I'm Haitian. by the way, the daughter of revolutions, the hope that came out of oppression. I have hyperpigmentation. I am 6 shades of brown. That was my fault for getting caught in between. My name was amongst the last words uttered by my grandmother. So every time I hear Fefe, it feels like she's holding me. I am a pool of infinite vulnerability, an open heart full of stories, a soul on a journey. I've been broken by battle, but escaped with only scars on my body. My limbs still attached to me. I lost my head over there in the war. Maybe it's why my heart pretends not to know me anymore. I've sacrificed too much in her name. I am a poet, like a master of words, authentically in every way. Everything I say in a regular day sounds like being serenaded. Unintentionally, I tend to speak in metaphors. My mind is a tree. Branch after branch spurring memories my roots can no longer hold on to. They spread apart in spring leaves, and when summer comes, they fall to the ground. My heart is full of some of her and a whole lot of him. Even my sexuality confuses itself poetically. I am filled with personifications that barely make sense, but they sound pretty. As I place lips on the wind and let it whisper to me, I am a giver of life, less than the womb of men. I am the masterpiece of the universe, the only of my kind, so my mind meddles mercilessly. I cannot never just see, I have to experience, and when I breathe, like real deep, it sounds like a song that sings you to sleep. I don't care to rhyme, it's a waste of time because the messages gets lost. I came to this epiphany after laying on a rock in the center of the sea and speaking to the first star that I would see when it fell on my lap and didn't burn me. Instead, it translated my energy. I knew right then and there that I am far too important to think so little of myself. So hi, I'm Fadana. It's nice to meet you. That's it.
All right, here we go. It's called Rubik's Cube. I was born into a world of colors, like that rainbow that lives in the sky, but I never knew where I truly belonged because I am always so lost and twisted. Every day I'm twisted and used for your enjoyment, used for you to practice your hand-eye coordination. Every day I'm twisted and used for your enjoyment, used for you to practice your hand-eye coordination. But I was never able to be coordinated back to my original position, to my original color scheme. I became lost into the homes of the other colors that were located directly next to me. I became somewhat of a stranger to myself, to the others that lived within my circle. How is it possible for people to see you as a genius just for putting me back to my original position, to match me with those that have my same characteristics? But every day I'm twisted and used for your enjoyment, used for you to practice your hand-eye coordination. Every day I'm twisted and used for your enjoyment, used for you to practice your hand-eye coordination. But there was never a moment that would have been that same. You know, you turned me into that one spot and there I was lost, trying to find that one poet that was so colorful and green. And then 1 second left, I met that woman above me and wow, was she beautiful. Dating on speed for that 1 second, then I changed to an aggressive soul, telling me things that would never, ever be retold because I changed to the next. Because every day I'm twisting and used for your enjoyment, used for you to practice your hand-eye coordination. Every day I'm twisted and used for your enjoyment, used for you to practice your hand-eye coordination. As you tried frantically to switch me into the place where I belonged. But did I really belong to that place? I was so lost and so displaced, never knowing what would have become of everything that I was made to be. Made into something that was only meant to be used, to be spun into oblivion, to be spun beyond recognition, and not even my own family could recognize me. Because every day I'm twisted and used for your enjoyment, used for you to practice your hand-eye coordination. Every day I'm twisted and used for your enjoyment, used for you to practice your hand-eye coordination. And it was true. It was true, my friend, because I went through all those changes and the rearranges of color schemes, but I was never, ever the same because I was just that Rubik's Cube that you used every single day. Thank you.
Thank you all so much. Remember, you were amazing, you were special, and you were worthy. See you
Right.
next week, y'all.